Paul Bremer came to Iraq and said, "We will make de-Baathification." So everyone who ran the country before the Americans came was fired. The Americans didn't understand that people didn't have a lot of choice about joining the Baath party. You joined if you wanted to get a job in your profession. A lot of good people joined, like my parents. We managed to stay a few more months in Baghdad until people started making death threats against us. We heard rumors at first. Then a group of men in masks came to our house. They told us to get out of our house or we would die. Even then, we didn't want to leave. Iraq is our home. Why should we leave our home? Then the men came again to our house and yelled and shot guns at our feet, not to shoot our feet, but to scare us, to give us one final message to get out. This time we left. We joined our father in Amman. I didn't like leaving Iraq, but at this time I was happy to be in Amman because my father was with us. He was away from us so much with his work that I didn't often get to see him. So to be able to spend so much time with him, even though uh, we were in exile, we thought was wonderful. I was very close to my father, and the youngest of his children. I was special in his heart. In 2006, my father went alone to Baghdad, leaving us behind in Jordan. Time had passed, and he thought it would be safe. We were running out of money where we were, and he went back to deal with some of our property so that we could pay our bills and keep on eating. He also needed medical treatment, which was too expensive in Jordan. He kept in touch with us by telephone as he moved from one relative's house to another. He thought it was safe, but he wasn't taking any chances. My oldest brother went back to Baghdad to be with our father, to look out for him and help him. It was not enough. Our father was kidnapped in May of 2006. For a while, we heard nothing. Then the kidnappers called our relatives and said, "You will find him in the morgue." My brother went to look, but our father wasn't inside the morgue. He was outside of it, lying on the ground on a rubbish heap on the street. He had a bullet hole in his head. My brother tried to get back into Jordan, but he wasn't allowed. They said, "You have no legal residency here. You have no papers allowing you to enter." Even if he had papers, they probably still would have said no. Jordan doesn't like to let in young Iraqi men in case they turn out to be terrorists. Now my brother is in Egypt. We can't go there to visit him because we will not be allowed back into Jordan. And he cannot come here and visit us. So we are separate. And my mother wears widow's black. My other brother earns a bit of money for the family by jumping from job to job, helping people in the market, cleaning, howling things, jobs like that. He never works at one place for very long because he's afraid the immigration police will catch him and deport him back to Iraq. I'd like to be able to finish my schooling and do something about my life, but I don't know how it will be possible to do that the way we live now. The important thing is to try to get the family united again. That won't happen in Jordan. And this part's really important, guys, so pay attention. One of my dreams is to become very educated and very capable and to someday establish some sort of organization to take care of children who have suffered in war. Many have suffered much more than I have, but I have some understanding of what they go through, how they feel their world is taken from them. We have applied for asylum to the United States. They have accepted us, at least to this stage. So now we have to just wait. It's possible that we may soon be living in America. My mother hopes that my brother can join us there. Guys, if you've been with me so far, this part will hit you hard. She says, if my son is there and we are all together, that's all we need to be happy. But I don't know. I don't know how I will feel about living in America. seeing the American flag every day. These are the people who destroyed my country, and they are over there across the ocean living a good life. They destroy things, then they forget about it and have a good supper and watch television. And I will be among them and will have to get along with them for the good of my family. I don't know if I can do this. I have nothing in common with American children. How could I? They are raised up with peace and fun and security. They have nothing to worry about. We are raised up with war and fear. It's a big difference. They won't know how to talk to me, and I will have nothing to say to them, except maybe that they should keep their soldiers at home. But I'll have to find some way to make it work for the sake of my family. To be together is the important thing. And if we can have that, the rest we will figure out. I imagine we will feel very much like strangers with a different language, different religion. American soldiers have died in my country, and maybe the Americans we will meet will blame my family for those deaths. They won't see us as people. I don't think they will like us, and I don't think we will like them. But at least my family will be together. To tell you the truth, I try not to think about it. Thinking about it makes me anxious. The Americans cut down trees in my country, and we will be looking at trees still standing in America. The Americans bombed our bridges, and we will be walking across bridges still standing in America. They kill children in my country, and we will be going to schools with children who have never known troubles. I don't like to think about it. We're almost done, guys. Some people think that if you're Iraqi and you're still alive, that your troubles are over. They don't see the other kind of damage. For example, this whole building is full of Iraqis, but we don't talk to each other. There's no trust. The war destroyed that too. If I had the power to make the world better, first there should be peace. To make peace, I would not let anybody make money from selling tanks and guns. If no one could make money that way, they'd have to find some other way to make money. Next, I'd remove all the evil and hatred from the hearts of people so no one would want to hurt anyone else. That's what I would do if I had the power. And that's where the interview ends. You have the power, guys. Think about that.